Hello my friends, it's Lisa and welcome to yet another 24-hour readathon vlog. So me, Daryan, and Kasey are doing another 24-hour readathon and of course wanted to vlog it and share it with you guys. But the readathon isn't starting for another couple of hours, so I thought I would share my TBR with you before it started. So first and foremost, I think the book that I'm mainly going to be focusing on during the 24-hour readathon is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This was one of my most anticipated releases for this year, so I'm surprised I haven't read it yet, but I really want to read it in the summertime. It seems like the perfect time to read it. And I think it also, it takes place during August, so it just seems like the perfect time to pick it up. This is also the September pick for the 20-something book club, which is a book club hosted by Kasey and Mafalda. So I'll have any book clubs or anything I mentioned linked below, but I definitely want to get a bit of a head start on that because I always fall behind with book clubs and I always panic. So I think I'm going to read this and this be like the main focus of this 24-hour readathon. So if this is the only thing I read, I will be happy with that. I feel like I'm going to read more, but even if this is it, I will be pleased. So everything else is just kind of a bonus to the 24-hour readathon. I think I'm going to start the audiobook for We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faisal. This is the Fanta series pick for August, so another book club. And I'm not planning on trying to finish this audiobook in the 24-hour readathon. I think it's a 15-hour long audiobook or close to 15 hours, so I don't think I could finish it in 24 hours if I'm also trying to read this, but I figured I might as well try and start it during the readathon and have something to listen to if I need to do something and still be able to read, that kind of thing. So I think I might start the audiobook for that. So like I said, anything else will be a bonus, but I do kind of have a plan for some books I'll read if I finish Malibu Rising. So the first one I want to pick up if I finish Malibu Rising is Heartstopper Volume 3 by Alice Oseman. I reread Volume 1 and read Volume 2 on the two 24-hour readathons ago. I'm saying two too many times. It was a 24-hour readathon that we did a couple times ago. Yes. But I want to really continue on with the series. It's so cute. Nick and Charlie are just everything, and I just need, some good serotonin. So I think I'm going to pick this up if I finish Malibu Rising. And then, if I manage to finish both of these, and I still have time in the 24-hour readathon, I do have a couple of options depending on how I feel. So the first option is a book that I actually started in July and I'm halfway through, and so I might just want to kind of pick it up and make some more progress in that, and that is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I made it a little over halfway through the book in July, and I don't want to just completely put it on the back burner because of my August TBR and everything, so I might pick this up if I finish both Heartstopper and Malibu Rising, depending on how I feel. Might just try and make some more progress in this. But I also have another option, and it's a comfort reread moment, and that is Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. So I reread Cinder, which is the first book in this series, back in December, I think. So I was thinking about continuing on with my reread, especially because August is my birth month. My birthday is this month, and I reread one of the books in the series last August and the August before, so I kind of just want to keep that tradition going as a little birthday treat to myself, do a reread of one of my favorite books in my favorite comfort series. So I think it would be fun if I could get to this, but if not, that's okay. So obviously Little Women and Scarlet are very different vibes, so we'll have to see how I'm feeling at the end of this 24-hour readathon. This might be easier to read because it is a reread for me and I know the story and everything so well, so we'll see if I even get to this point. I don't know. I just have a plan in case I do, but obviously this will just depend on how I feel if I get to this point. But yeah, that is my TBR for the readathon. So here is my kind of sort of plan for the readathon, as well as the audiobook for We Hunt the Flame. But like I said, I'm just going to be trying to prioritize reading and finishing Malibu Rising. If I do that, I will be happy. But it's now a little after 1 p.m. We are starting the readathon at 3 p.m. We were going to do noon, but then Kasey had things to do, and it just kind of worked out better for everyone to push it off until 3. So that is going to be when we start the readathon. I'm going to try and get a video edited as much as possible before that, but I will check back in with you guys once the readathon officially begins.
drinking, Rod.
Just be better.
Okay.
Just be better. Easy.
Should we play Animal Crossing?
Excuse me, Bailey, can you look at the camera?
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Aww.
Thank you. So I just got off the Zoom call with Daryan and Kasey. It's now like 6 o'clock. So we were on there for like 3 hours. I think we're going to take a break to have dinner and everything, but then we'll probably Zoom again later tonight. And during that little reading session, I managed to read 85 pages. Yeah, like 85 pages. So obviously not great in 3 hours, but obviously like we were talking a lot, so I didn't read that much, but I think being off the Zoom call for a little bit, I'll probably get a little bit more read, so that's good. But yeah, I just wanted to keep you updated because I feel like we're 3 hours in, haven't vlogged much. Starting at 3 p.m. is just really confusing my brain, so hopefully I remember to vlog. But yeah, I'm like 85 pages in, gonna try and read a little bit more before I have to eat dinner, and then we'll probably Zoom call with the besties yet again tonight at some point. And yeah, going good so far. I am liking Malibu Rising. I'm liking a lot of the references to Evelyn Hugo and I think Daisy Jones as well. But it's kind of hard because I don't remember everything from those books and it's just making me want to reread them. So maybe I will do that. But yeah, I am liking it and I'm liking the characters, the story. I just feel like Taylor Jenkins Reid does like historical fiction so well. So excited to keep going with this.
Hi. Hello.
Hello. Good morning. I'm sleepy. So for some strange reason, I got really determined to finish Malibu Rising yesterday before I went to sleep. So I ended up staying up until 2 a.m. to finish this. I don't know why. To be fair, Taylor Jenkins Reid, her books are very easy to read quickly because I find that I just want to know what's happening and what's going to happen, and I get very invested. So it was really easy to read quickly until I started getting tired, but even then it was still like I still wanted to know what was going on. So yeah, for some reason this went from, oh, this is a chill readathon, I basically just want to read this and I'll be happy, to I'm finishing this before I go to sleep. I don't know. My camera died and I don't remember what I was saying. But I did finish this last night, or I guess this morning at 2 a.m. and I ended up giving this 4.5 stars. I really liked it, but it wasn't quite the 5-star I thought it was going to be. I think because Evelyn Hugo and Daisy Jones are like some of my favorite books of all time and I love them so much and they are obviously both 5 stars, I just assumed this was going to be the same. And I hate that I'm comparing it so much to those books, but it's kind of hard not to. But this was still really good. I still really enjoyed it. There's actually a lot of connections to Evelyn Hugo and Daisy Jones throughout this book. There might be connections to past books as well that she's written, but I haven't read them, so I didn't pick up on any of that. But even some of like the Evelyn Hugo and Daisy Jones references, so many times I'd sit there and be like, is that a reference? Am I picking up something here? I don't know. I just was, every character that came across the page, I was like, do I know you? But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think it just didn't have like the impact on me that Evelyn Hugo and Daisy Jones did, so that's why I didn't give it a full 5 stars, but I still really liked it. I know this one is getting some mixed reviews from people, like some people really love it, some people are not loving it, who have liked past books by her, so it's very interesting to see the different ratings, but I happen to really enjoy it. I love Taylor Jenkins Reid's writing. I just think that she's so talented, and the way she like connects things throughout like the actual book, not just like to Evelyn Hugo and Daisy Jones, but like the things that happen in this book that connect back to certain things and all these characters that connect and things like that. I just think that that's so fun, and I just love when books have that, so I really enjoyed it. So 4.5 stars, and my brain isn't functioning, so that's it. So now that I have finished Malibu Rising, I'm going to be moving on to some of the other books on my TBR. I have started listening to the audiobook actually for We Hunt the Flame. I started that when I woke up this morning because I was just like not ready to be looking at a page. So I listened to that this morning while I had my coffee and breakfast and did all that type of stuff. And I'm 16% of the way through the book, so I've read like a little over 2 hours, so that's great. Like I said, wasn't trying to like finish that or really make like a ton of progress in that for this 24-hour readathon. I just wanted to kind of start it, so I'm happy with that. I was able to just like zone out this morning while I was listening to it, so it was perfect for that. And now I think me, Daryan, and Kasey are going to be jumping on a Zoom call. So I think I'm going to put the audiobook down for now and pick up another physical book. So I think I'm going to pick up Heartstopper Volume 3 first, just to, you know, get some good old serotonin, and I'll get through this pretty quickly. So I definitely want to start with this, and then I will be caught up with the series. I know technically the 4th one is already out, but it's not out in the US yet. So the US edition is coming out, I think, in December, so I'm excited to finally be, like, caught up, kind of, on a series. Who is she? I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna start this on the Zoom call, and then after that, not sure what I'm gonna pick up. I'm thinking, out of these 2 options, I think I'm just gonna keep going with Little Women and see how far I can get into it with the rest of the readathon. It's now, like, 11 in the morning, so we have 4 hours left of the readathon, so I think I'm just going to see after I finish Heartstopper how much of Little Women I can get read in the time. I don't know. I might have regrets about that and pick up Scarlet, but we'll see. I'm thinking Little Women as of right now. Just because I did already start this, so I think it would make sense to kind of make some more progress in this so that I can maybe finish it this month. But yeah, I'm definitely making like good progress with my August TBR so far this month, so I'm happy with whatever I managed to get read. But I think they're waiting for me to join the Zoom call, so I'm going to wrap this up here. I'm going to start Heartstopper Volume 3, and we'll see how much I manage to get read in the next 4 hours.
Oh.
Are you alright?
No.
Oh, well. Yeah.
Canada.
Canada.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
Just read it. There will be no hanky-panky.
Who says that?
The dad. Why do I still get them confused? Charlie's dad. Oh, please don't say hanky-panky. No, it's great. So it is now 3:42. The readathon ended at 3, so I just wanted to quickly wrap up everything I managed to read during the 24-hour readathon. And honestly, like, I don't know what this vlog was. I don't remember filming, like, anything, so we'll see what I managed to scrap together. So first, I finished Malibu Rising, which I read yesterday, and I gave this 4.5 stars. And then I also did manage to read and finish Heartstopper Volume 3, and I gave this 5 stars. I don't think you can give these less than 5 stars. They're just so cute and wholesome, and I mean, I definitely think that there were some more like serious topics kind of discussed in this, a lot of mental health things being brought up, and just like these characters coming out and what to do about their relationship and things like that. So there were definitely more like serious topics discussed in this particular volume, so I'd recommend looking into the trigger warnings for it, but I still think they're just so cute, and I love them so much. I love the characters in here. I just think it's such a wholesome and cute story. So very happy I read this. And then while I ate my lunch, I did listen to some of We Hunt the Flame. I'm now 17% of the way through the book. So I think I listened to like 2.5 hours of We Hunt the Flame today as well. And then I had like an hour and a half after I finished lunch to read before the readathon ended. So I just decided to pick up Little Women and make some progress with that. I did put a little tab where I started. So I am going to calculate the amount of pages I managed to read really quickly. So in total, I managed to read 771 pages, which I'm very pleased with, plus the 2.5 hours of the We Hunt the Flame audiobook. So I feel like this was pretty successful, and I went a lot harder for this readathon than I was anticipating. I was not planning on staying up until 2 a.m. to finish a book, but I did. And I don't know, I think this was pretty successful. I think it was a little bit more successful than the last 24-hour readathon I did, so I'm very happy with that. And of course, thank you to Daryan and Kasey, my besties, for doing this 24-hour readathon with me, doing Zoom calls. We basically were on a Zoom call like a majority of the 24 hours, other than when we were sleeping and like eating dinner. So as always, it was a lot of fun, and I'm really happy with what I was able to read. But I think that that is going to be it for my 24-hour readathon vlog. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.